Writing instruction support first and then
Yeah.
you do, okay. So, Lee is part of writing instruction support now, but basically, the easiest way to think about it is it's the counterpart to the Writing Center. So the Writing Center is directly to support student writers, and writing instruction support is to support faculty who are either teaching writing or who use a lot of writing in their courses. And so that's the main thing. So we have a print collection. It's starting to circulate more.
By teaching writing, do you mean
The
a
writing
writing
proficiency.
intensive class, or, okay.
Writing proficiency
Writing
courses, yeah.
proficiency.
And it could be that, or we also have a block of writing courses in the GUR in Block C.
Mhm.
And we also have a lot of faculty who just believe in using writing, and so they're looking for ways to do it better.
Okay.
And so we've got the print resources, we have the website, and Chevelle's, since she's come on now as program coordinator for the Learning Commons, she's got more time to upgrade the website. We get a lot of hits on the writing instruction support website. The main activity right now is the multiple day workshop in the summer. We just did our 9th one in August this last year, went to Shannon Point. And for the first time, we combined it with service learning. So we had a really great mix, including some new faculty. We just sent an invitation out to the chairs of the new hires. So we had faculty who are either doing writing or service learning or both. And they come together for a 3-day foundational workshop. And that's a great opportunity to kind of get the foundation. And then we're doing a new thing with Heritage Resources.
Yay.
And the call is about ready to go out. So for a number of years, we've had fellowships. We offer faculty and students a small stipend to study a particular way to teach writing. It's a year-long study, and then they're expected to do a brief write-up. It's part of what's on the Writing Instruction Support website, and then to present at some campus forum. And sometimes the students have presented at Scholars Week, and then the faculty have presented at just like a brown bag. This year, we're doing it in partnership with Heritage Resources in an effort to get out the word about some of our collections that faculty who are teaching research-based writing might not know about. And so that call's going out, and we hope to get some faculty-student pairs.
By the way, the draft looked great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're really appreciative of Carmen for allowing us in.
Well, ditto.
But, and we think the research combination will be interesting. It was something that I think came up a little bit in the tutoring center and in the writing center, and we didn't get to talk about it a little bit. Was sort of it's writing, but often it's writing based on research that's happened
Absolutely.
prior.
That's
So-
why we're really hoping, for example, the people who teach Writing Proficiency 3 courses
Mhm.
that are definitely research-based will take advantage of this. So I think that's the main stuff about writing instruction support. So TLA.
So, I think everyone here is at least decently familiar with TLA. So how it works is, fall quarter, we develop our big question for the academic year, so the question that we want to focus on. And each year it changes based on what information or what students, as well as, well, TLA consists of students, faculty, staff, and community members, which is what makes it a little different from most learning communities, is that we include our Bellingham community, as well as anyone who, we have people that visit internationally, and they sometimes stop in, which is great. So this year, the question is, how will we cultivate and connect communities in which the whole person grows and relationships flourish? So next quarter, we'll really probably spend a lot of our time dissecting the question. So probably defining, well, what is communities to us? Are we just talking about the Western community or communities within Western? Do we plan on including the Bellingham community and international communities as well, which we always do. That's our goal. But the main purpose of TLA is to basically enhance Western's current learning culture. So Western's great, obviously, we know that, we're here. But you know, everything can be perfected in some sense or be made better and enhanced a little bit more. So that's the goal here within TLA. So next quarter, like I said, we'll dissect the question as well as we'll probably start drafting our proposals. So for instance, last year's question was, how can we strengthen Western as a 21st century liberal arts university? So we spent a lot of our time in TLA defining, well, the liberal arts. And then we kind of were wondering, well, how would others define the liberal arts? So we had 4 focus group sessions, and they were pretty large. We had at least 2 people from Bellingham, the Bellingham High School. One of them was a student, so that was interesting having her there and getting her input. We also had a great deal of individuals here from Western that don't currently participate in TLA. Almost half of the attendees were non-TLA participants, so it was really nice hearing kind of what they do within like Woodring and all the other departments and colleges, and how they define the liberal arts. We also took some time to go up to special collections, and it was just the information that was gathered was just wonderful. Not only was it an introduction to special collections for many individuals, but we found out just kind of how Western started as a liberal arts university. And right now we're working on composing a piece for special collections. There'll be a written as well as a virtual piece. And the virtual piece will have snippets of the focus group sessions. And then the written piece will include some of what we found, so in regards to different texts that we refer to, as well as just how we define the liberal arts here at Western currently, and what we kind of would like to see within the future, with where we're going based on how we define it and how things are changing. So that was one thing that came out of TLA and that we're currently working on finishing. And then, just so you know, there's right now a reflection garden that is in the process of being completed. It's probably going to take some time. But it's between Carver Gym and College Hall. The foundation is down, so that's the first stage. We have some plants that were donated to us, and they're over by like the biology greenhouse. And then Carmen just sent in a grant proposal to see if we could get, I think was it a labyrinth or a gazebo?
A labyrinth.
It's for a labyrinth? Ooh, I've been saying gazebo.
It's part of the plan. It's okay. They're both in the plan.
Well, yeah. So, so we're working towards moving through the next stage for that. It takes some time, it seems like, for getting things approved here.
You should try the grant process.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll, we'll get to that end sooner or later. And then another proposal that kind of came out last year was students were saying that within their upper class, upper level courses, so like their 3rd and 4th year classes, they still sometimes have to complete some GOR requirements, so the general university requirements. And some of the classes that they're currently in within the 3rd or 4th year, they feel like they kind of fall under those their university requirements, but they're not considered GORs. So a proposal was sent in to maybe just reevaluating or looking over some of the classes that are offered for that 3rd or 4th year. So rather than having students that maybe are in their senior year have to take a class more so with freshmen, the first year courses, so the more 100 level classes, maybe they could look at a 400 level class falling under the GORs. And we currently do have some, but it seems like we don't have as many that could possibly fall under that bracket. So that was a proposal that came out of last year. And obviously we have several more, and you can find out about more of our proposals if you come to TLA. But can you think of anything before we move into our other discussion?
Just a couple things. One is it might be helpful to know that the students who participate in TLA, some of them are getting communication practicum credit. Not all of them. We have a pretty good recidivism rate where we have students come back just because they want to be heard. But as some of you know, the faculty and staff come just because they're interested in what other people think. But something that's pretty cool is that Eastern Michigan has created a TLA modeled on ours. It even says it on their website. And we are in an email exchange with someone from the University of Edinburgh in Scotland who is looking to create a TLA model on ours. So it looks like it may open up some international dialogue, just virtually too. I'm assuming we're not going to get travel funds to go to Edinburgh anytime soon. But it's exciting to see that the model, I think, is making sense to others. There was one more thing about writing instruction support that I want to be sure to tell you, okay? Because it's atypical for what writing instruction support does. If you run into any students who are looking for an alternative writing proficiency course, because sometimes they can't find one in the schedule, they can do an online form. It's also on our website. They submit it to me, and a number of times students need that in order to satisfy the requirements. So just kind of FYI, it is something we do for writing instruction support.
And we have hard copies here in case anyone's looking, sometimes they come around and they are, I know they mix up the writing center and writing instruction support on where to find those things, so they can always come here and check with me. And they also drop the forms off here if they don't send it electronically to
Mhm.
Carmen.